Hello, my name is Doow, and today I am interviewing the developer of Tiltagon. His name is Jyri.
Hi.
Hey, thanks for joining me today.
No problem at all.
All right, so just have some questions for you about your new mobile game, Tiltagon, and so hopefully it'll be some interesting stuff.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so first question, how did you come up with the idea for Tiltagon?
The original idea came last summer, and I was playing Super Hexagon, and I've always been a fan of the Super Hexagon and games like that.
That's a good one.
Yeah, and I, started thinking that okay, making this kind of game would be really cool, but I don't want to make something, exactly like that. So I was thinking that, how could you make the game a bit more harder? And that's when I came up with the idea that hey, maybe we could add like tilt controls to the game. And basically that's how the idea got started, and we started making a prototype. The first prototype wasn't that good, and we decided to put it on hold for a while, and we returned back to the prototype in October, I think. So
okay.
That's when we got some fresh ideas and decided to test them out, and then things started clicking, and we decided that hey, maybe we should make a game,
Yeah.
from this.
So yeah, can you walk us more through like the development process of making Tiltagon or a game like Tiltagon? What's the process of how to actually get to the final product?
Yeah, well, we usually start with like of course, pen and paper, drawing and sketching, and throwing ideas, and I usually take, for example, we're doing mainly mobile games, so I usually take my iPad or iPhone and hold it and start thinking about the controls, and what would happen if I tap the screen, and what would happen if I tilt, and things like that. And when I have like a sort of a rough idea what the game could be, I take Unity. We're using Unity 3D to make the game, so
okay,
it's pretty easy to make prototypes and start adding spheres and cubes and things like that, and start making a game. That's pretty much how we do it.
And so how long did it take to make Tiltagon?
When we started in October, the game was basically finished in March. So, but it's not like we're making 8 hours per day and 5 days per week the game, since we're making these things on our free time and weekend. So
yeah.
So it's kind of hard to say what's the development
Yeah, that
time.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So have you made any other games before Tiltagon?
Yeah, Tiltagon is actually our 5th game.
Okay.
And
those others are on the App Store?
Yeah, they're on App Store, on Google Play, and I think a few of them is actually also on Windows Phone Store. My first game, or our first game, was called Mystic Marbles, and it was released in, if I remember, in January 2014. And it's a match 3 game, but with a bit different kind of control mechanic. So it doesn't play like your the standard match 3 style games. And after that we made really quickly that Super Line Rush. It's like a ball racing. A ball is traveling on a road, and it's getting faster and faster. You have to avoid hitting the walls.
Okay.
And it's actually pretty surprisingly successful for such a simple game.
So that was your most successful one so far?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then in March this year, I'm sure you heard about the llama chase incident, or the weasel pecker incident. we made two games based on those internet memes. So
Okay, cool. Fun.
yeah, they were really small projects, and we decided that hey, maybe why not make a game based on these internet memes. So
Yeah, that's fun. That's good.
yeah.
So Tiltagon's definitely like a hard game. So I was wondering, what's your highest score on Tiltagon?
Ooh, my highest score is it like 45 or something like that.
So that's on like the hard mode.
Yeah.
And then
hard.
what's on the hard plus mode?
Oh, around 20 maybe, something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. I was looking at the leaderboards. I was like, okay, these guys are, hard plus 100 points, and I was like, okay, you guys are crazy.
Yeah, that's to be pretty cool to see like the stats of like what other people are doing with it, with the game, and how good they've gotten.
Yeah, I mean, I was just looking at the Game Center leaderboards, and I was like, okay, yeah, 100 points on hard plus. Yeah.
So are you working on any future mobile games?
Not at the moment. We're currently focusing on marketing Tiltagon and spreading the word and seeing how it goes, and maybe getting some vacation from making games.
Yeah. Are you planning to update Tiltagon at all?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
We
Sweet.
have some updates coming up.
Sweet. All right, and then. So maybe there's some mobile game developers, like some new mobile game developers listening and watching. And so what would your advice be for like a new mobile game developer?
I mean, just, start small, of course. I mean, it's I've seen people who, they want to make, like the next World of Warcraft or stuff like that all by themselves. And I mean, it's just unfortunately not going to happen all by yourself. It requires such a huge team and such a huge budget to make those kinds of things. So maybe start small. I don't think it's an embarrassment to make like a Flappy Bird clone, for example, or something like that. And just get an idea and start prototyping, and once you're starting to get a feel that okay, this is how this this project would work, then you have to make a decision at some point that okay, am I going to continue with this game, or am I going to just drop this and this is not going to work? And once you make that decision, you should definitely focus on getting the game done, since a lot of people start working on games, they have these great ideas and they work and work, and at some point the game development is hard. So at some point you face that thing that okay, I really don't want to work on this project anymore, and it's just another unfinished game.
Yeah. So you gotta finish it.
Yes, absolutely. So in some form. I mean, it doesn't. Maybe it's not the finished game that you were, thinking that this game would be, but you should definitely release it in some form.
Yep. Cool. All right. Well, thank you for joining me on this interview, Jyri.
No problem at all.
And everyone go check out his newest game, Tiltagon. It's on the iOS, Android, and Amazon stores, correct?
Yes.
For free.
Go check it out.
All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, comment below. I'm thinking about doing more interviews with mobile game developers. It's very interesting to me, and I like it, so hopefully you guys enjoyed as well. And subscribe for more iOS videos. I will see you in another video. Goodbye.